Now from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February, there's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
26. Over here.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
There he goes, left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
So we pause for an injured player, and not what you want to see. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's in some pain out there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. On 1st down, Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Saints back at the 31. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. 10 yards gets them closer, but now it's 4th and goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. They're executing.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
On second down, it's Walker. They find some open field here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. This is Fant on the short completion, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Rodgers' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need 5 on this this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Get 300. Get 300.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another first down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Williams. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Jones will try and run with it. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Mac Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats have retaken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all three timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins here going to change the play. Second and 2. And it's caught. And he is out of bounds here. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on what should be the final play of the first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. First down, here's Cousins. This is Fant on the short completion. Sheds off the tackle, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 43-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Walker. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Pats at the line ready to go. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
Cousins. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Walker now 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Right now, you got 58.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the Raiders have got him. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On play action. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 3 quarters in the books.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Good routes here.
Throwing is Cousins.
He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Tyquan Thornton.
37 yards.
And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
I'll go over here.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. A quick slant to Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers to throw once more. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. It's complete to Robinson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're going to speed things up here. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Inside.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And again, it's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense